some fucking numbers right there when I got back.
What numbers?
I see.
Yeah, I remember that.
He always rolls a fuck ton of D100s.
Sometimes I do it because I have reasons. Sometimes I do it just to scare you. Sometimes I do it to hide things that I've clicked by mistake.
It definitely scared me.
Sadly, I will be right back, but go ahead and start without me. No biggie.
Motherfucker, I literally just pressed the record button.
She's literally had an hour and a half.
Dude, I did. It's my fucking cat. She's gotten stuck.
Right, okay, let's...
Leave it there.
While Caitlin deals with her pussy problems. Right, so, very, very quick overview. What the fuck happened last time? Well, you had a long rest. Jack fully awakened to his psychic potential and now has a gun that is partly made of Seymour. And we had a very weird, trippy event of you awakening to your powers, where a giant, weird mecha Seymour man came into existence for a brief second, and some
not copyright music, hopefully, but totally music played over top.
100% copyrighted music. We're not getting money on that video. We don't get money on anyway. You then got taught how to use your gun by Hoot, who showed up for reasons you haven't actually questioned yet, which I find quite funny. But Hoot showed up to help out and showed you how to use your gun. And you then pushed on a little bit more. You found, after Caitlin kind of suggested going down this way. It's okay, I can throw her under the bus because she can't hear me right now because she's not here. After Caitlin kind of suggested to go this way, you guys did go that way, only to find out that it was kind of like a little monster closet to an extent, with more nasties hidden in the crystal formations. You dealt with that after getting your ass handed to you quite firmly. I'm not going to pretend, because that's exactly what happened. And Yak actually managed to secure the kill on something, which is quite a big thing for him, because he hasn't managed to secure the kill on much. But hey, he did it. He shot him in the back of the head, and it went... Because he has a gun now, of course. Remember, he has a gun.
Yes.
And then after that, because Kara had decided that I'm going to investigate some stuff, Kara investigated some stuff and did the dreaded guidance. Only this time, I did roll a nat 1, which meant she was forced to fight a Lothian soul spider, but it was only one, and she did a little trick, which she didn't realize was a trick, which was drawing her corrupted Fey steel sword, and didn't realize that in doing so, fucking out of nowhere, summoned what seemed to be Quintus, or isn't Quintus, or is Quintus, but looks like Quintus, certainly acted like Quintus, but then you could tell Quintus what to do. It was wild, but together you actually did manage to kill the Lothian soul spider. You don't exactly know how that happened, or why, but it certainly happened. And we literally ended on that.
I hope it's just Quintus, and he's just stuck having to just listen to me the whole time.
Well, that's exactly where we ended up before. We ended with you coming out from your little venture into the other side. Victorious, now looking at the crystal that you were looking at. So, by all means, you do you.
And I had a spider bite.
Yes, you did, because look at your health. Yikes.
Yes. Where the fuck am I? Oh, there I am.
You're right there.
Well, I was too far over to one side.
That's fine.
Ow!
Yax was in pain because him too got his ass handed to him. Not quite as badly as Caffro, who really got his fucking ass handed to him.
Yeah. That's his own fault.
Every day I itch closer and closer to accidentally killing him while he's not here.
I am collecting minerals because that's what I was originally intending to do before I had to fuck up a spider.
So, roll me an investigation.
Is that not what I did last time?
I don't believe so. I will scroll back up and check. You fought the spider. Constitution.
Yeah, it was a 13 plus 1 for
Okay,
guidance.
so 14. So,
13.
give yourself 2 medium crystal shards as into your equipment. These are bits that you have managed to take from what remains of the crystal after the creatures blew themselves out of it. So these are similar to what you have before, but these are now medium-sized ones, so you have quite bigger ones now.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to do over there? Do you want to investigate any of the other crystal formations, or what?
I am rather curious as to why this one is still standing over here.
Oh no.
Do you dare go and see what's going on?
Do you dare?
I call over to Insira to come back me up on this. Because she's obviously, along with like Hera, the most
Not had
the
their shit kicked
healthiest.
in?
Yeah, basically. And
He
I
didn't get his shit kicked in.
No, no, he didn't actually. But then again, he's ranged, so you don't
Yeah.
need to worry about that as much as other people.
I do point out the one that's just sitting there by the crystal.
It's what it exactly is doing is it's standing there. It touched the crystal, to let that little weird octopod thing out, but after that, it just kind of seems to be standing there looking at the crystal.
Do you think this is another case of the other one that kind of got like a lapse of like humanity back for a moment and just kind of like it's just stuck there?
I mean, maybe, but there's no body around. You think if
No.
a crystal...
But they were mining these crystals.
True. I'll poke it.
Do you? Well, hold on. Do you have a pickaxe or anything on you?
A pickaxe?
Yeah.
Let me actually...
I don't know what kind of supplies you have.
I don't
let-
believe so. I don't believe you have a pickaxe on you.
Hold on.
Remember that grappling hook I bought? I remember.
I remember the grappling hook you pulled. Don't worry,
For
sooner
all
or
the
later the
heavily-
grappling hook will get you.
For all
I
the
have a-
heavily vertical environments
I
we've been
have
encountering.
hand axe.
That's not a pickaxe.
I have a grappling hook. I wonder if they would mistake that for like a pickaxe, maybe. Given like the fact that they've kind of perhaps devolved some.
Okay. Give it a shot.
I take out the grappling hook
Uh-huh.
and I walk over to him, or it. I don't know.
It
And-
really, you can't
Yeah,
tell
really.
a gender from the base of what it looks like now.
And I take out and I hold it out, hold the hook out to its hand. I just want to see it.
Roll me a
Okay.
persuasion. You hold it out towards it, and it does actually take it. It then moves towards the crystal, and it goes to hit it against the crystal. Looks at it again, realizes that it's not something that it should use for this, and just tosses it on the ground, and then turns back to looking at the crystal again.
Okay, I'd pick up the grappling hook again and place it back in my bag. And I'm like, I think that's exactly what it is. It remembers it's a miner.
So we should just kill it?
Yeah, fuck miners.
Bang! From across the room.
Bang!
Yak, having not even heard the conversation, has just decided to shoot it.
They're just talking. You just see blood as it falls to the ground. Holy shit!
Oh god, he's got a taste for it now. Give him one kill shot and he goes crazy.
You look over at him. He wasn't even looking. He's like facing the other way, pointing the gun backwards behind him.
Oh, god.
I don't think we need to kill it. I don't think it's going to cause any harm. I think it's just lost in a lost memory of being a miner.
But
What's
wouldn't-
the downside if you do kill it?
I mean,
Oh,
there's no real downside.
Here's my thing. Insert will say. That thing used to be human.
Yes.
It is probably in some kind of hell.
You
Mercy
could be
killing.
right.
And even if it's not a mercy killing, it's still better off dead than what it is now.
I mean, I can kill it if you really think that's for the best.
Yeah.
Bang!
I'm gonna laugh if I crit fail this.
I'm gonna laugh miss. My lone crit miss.
You try to snap its neck
You do in
and
fact hit.
fail.
You do in fact hit.
And divine strike.
Okay, roll divine strike.
D8.
D8.
Yeah.
Alright, you're lucky because if you did divine strike, you actually wouldn't have killed it. The 10 left it with 1 HP left. So you actually wouldn't have killed it otherwise. So what do you do? Like, it's staring at the crystal, like it's looking like it knows that it should be doing something with the crystal. You look like you come up from behind, but like, tell me how you actually end its life. Like, what do you do to this thing?
I just come up from behind and I've just put my hand on its shoulder and I just quickly push the sword through its back and through the chest and its heart
And,
and just
dies.
quickly pull it back out. Yep.
Yeah, the moment you pull it back out, it just slumps to the ground. You notice that the way it falls on its side, looking at the crystal still, as the light goes out of its eyes.
Bang.
Bang. And now to say, yeah, you didn't really need to kill it. It wasn't gonna do anything. It was just gonna.
Yeah, I
stand
know.
there.
Oh, I know it wasn't gonna do anything, but I know, and Sarah probably honestly feels these things used to be human. They're not anymore. They're being controlled by something. It feels more like a mercy killing than anything.
Whatever helps
Just
you
kick it.
sleep at night.
Oh, that's either code for actually you're totally right, or actually wait till you get a story revelation in like 4 hours.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, guys. But yeah, so Insira now seems to be rejoining the group. Who is kind of fixing up his bow. You see that Cathro is he's kind of there just holding his sword just down to the ground. But you notice that if you look at him, is that one of his hands is in a stereotypically cinematic fashion, dripping blood off of its fingertips.
Didn't Cather use some of his hit dice last game?
I did.
No.
I used 4 hit dice. I'm still there.
Yeah, but I thought Cather did too, because I remember you rolling for someone.
I don't believe so. That might have
Okay.
actually been Hera, to be honest with you.
Okay. I just know sometimes
that
it shows up
might-
there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why Hera's health is full. Is because we did hit dice for her. I can tell you a second by looking at Kafra. Ooh. But Kafra only has two hit
Thank you,
dice.
Mr. Light.
How many hit dice does he have?
2. So I'm gonna just spend.
How?
Gonna spend those. I think he took some. 'Cause I think he was like, didn't he get knocked unconscious or close to knocked unconscious?
Yeah, you did.
Plus 24.
He should have gotten
Yeah,
half
I
back
do-
in the middle of the night, though.
I do see a bunch of like hit dice rolled, but I don't see any being rolled for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know Hera did a bunch because that's why Hera's at full health. Because I look at her sheet and she's actually only got 3 left. So.
Okay, I was just curious.
But yeah. So yeah, if you guys want to have a moment to regather your senses, use hit dice. This will be your a short rest if you choose to do so.
I think we did that last time.
You did.
I think so
Yeah,
because I
we-
used up
we
like
used
3
the
of my
hit
hit
dice,
dice.
Okay.
Yeah, I used 4.
I'm gonna need to.
I mean, my health is still not great though.
I mean, if you this is like your last opportunity. Then, if you want to do some more hit dice, if you feel like you need it, maybe do so.
I feel like I should save them though, because I used 4.
Wait, did you say this is the last opportunity or no?
No, this is not the last opportunity, but this is just
Okay,
a
never
good
mind.
opportunity for it if you feel you need it.
Oh, good.
Like the under 40 is pretty rough.
Well, it's not that rough for you because you're ranged. Well, actually, you have options.
He does.
Yeah, but I do have options and I am ranged, but more of my spells are at non-range now than they used to be.
Yeah, but you still have range. You still have
Yeah, I
like,
have
yeah.
I do have
I'm
I do have
pretty
options.
Sure
Yeah.
some of those hit dice on my end were also for Hoot. Actually, looking at it. Because like I know for a fact that Cathro has a +4 for his hit dice, whereas the ones I was rolling have a +1. So it looks like those were mainly Hoot, honestly.
Okay, I was just curious.
Anyway, so if anyone wants to do that, you can. But now, what are you going to do next? You know that you've kind of exhausted this kind of side of the map. You know from what Hoot said that this is just a small kind of little passageway that leads to a small amount of water that leads off into the actual river itself and into the sea. So that side you've exhausted.
Yeah.
You know realistically there's only one more way to go.
One path left. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's
So
just go that way.
naturally, we leave the cave. We give up.
I mean,
That's it.
none of you
We
have
go
tried to leave the cave, so you don't know what would happen if you did try to leave the cave.
Oh fuck!
I mean, that is just a point.
Give up is not a valid option.
That is just a point that none of you have actually attempted to leave the cave. So I don't know if anyone wants to try to leave the cave, but
There was a rather loud crab-based seismic event recently, so it may have drawn some attention.
it very much was a large crab-based seismic event that took place.
Yeah. It was not a subtle occurrence.
But yeah, if you guys want to move forward as you would. Alexander is holding the light, so
Just picturing the Void Kraken, like, peering out into the beyond of the cave. What is all that What the fuck is going on?
Remember,
What is
it doesn't speak any of your languages, so really
No, yeah. No, yeah, but I'm given the rough translation.
Yeah. As you're walking through, Alexander would take note of Nerostine a second and ask, "Are you okay? You seemed a bit lost for a moment when you went and looked at that crystal formation."
Yeah.
Roll me a deception.
Very sly.
Before you even open your fucking mouth.
Right, he rolled a 19. So he looks at you with an eyebrow lifted and says, "What? You don't seem okay, and I hate to say this, but I don't believe that you are okay."
There was a visit from something I don't care to discuss.
Visit?
Was there an interruption?
Yes, I believe there was. Don't worry about it.
Don't break the illusion.
Don't break the illusion.
Intermission!
Look at Mr. Light.
Oh, Mr. Light!
Mr. Light.
Oh, I thought I had a happy smile on it or something.
The grandson of Dr. Light.
Mr. Light, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I called it Mr. Light. I wanted to give it a name, so I was like, Mr. Light it is. Mr. Light the Torch. That's
Mr. Fury. I hope it is middle name the, last name Torch.
Light the Torch. Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good. I didn't think about it. I thought, hold on, this doesn't work. Then I said it out loud and went, oh no, it does. It super works.
Yeah, exactly. Totally works.
Right, what I'll do is while we're waiting for that.
Okay.
Oh, welcome back. He basically said, what do you mean a visit?
As I said, it's something I don't want to discuss.
Okay. You see him give a quick glance to Hera, who's next to you, and she kind of just gives him like a shrug kind of movement in his direction, and he just kind of quietens down at this point.
Like Alexander's getting too close, and Yoxper's like behind him, like with the gun raised, slowly shaking. Not actually, but like.
Oh. As you get closer, you would be able to see a little bit more down towards the way that you're going, and oh look right there, it's monster jizz.
Yeah.
It does great on your feet, on the soles.
What?
Don't worry about it.
I don't know. I don't like.
And then he leaves.
Okay, so how
Can I just push him into it?
do you want to put
Yes.
him into it?
I'm really tempted to.
Roll me strength for strength or athletics.
What would I roll?
You will counter with either strength or acrobatics, whichever one you think's better.
Okay, it's probably not going to be strength.
So,
I mean, it's gonna be piss poor either way. So,
yes, you oh!
Oh my god!
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you get pushed prone into the monster jism.
Jesus.
Make me a con save, please.
Oh, I hate all of you.
I hope.
Okay, here we go.
I really hope you don't fail this. Oh no. Okay.
Congratulations, you're pregnant.
Oh no!
He actually is.
I feel a kick.
So you get pushed. You get kind of. How do you push him, Nerastine? How do you push him into the water, the gooey water?
As he's just making those snide comments about how it's great on your feet, I just say, oh, if it's so great, I'm like, well, here then, and then I just shove him into it.
So you try to get out of try to get out of the way, Yak, but you get pushed face down into this. It feels gooey. Like, Devin, this may be a heavily 90s thing that you probably didn't experience, but did you ever get like one of those little like alien babies in goo kind of pods?
No, actually, I am aware of this. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like that. It looks like liquid water, except when you actually interact with it, like you get pushed into it or you touch it, it feels like that gloopy goo, and it feels like it's slightly moving. It's very, very off-putting.
It smells like cherries.
And then now I've got to give you. Where is it? I've got to give you this.
-30 to all health.
What does that mean?
Jokes aren't jokes if they're actually plot points in my story, is what I'm gonna say.
Wait, is he legit pregnant?
Did you just impregnate me?
I mean, you just fell in monster jizz.
I didn't fall. I was pushed.
Okay, fuck. Sorry, correction. You were pushed in monster jizz.
That would, by the law of rights, make Kara the father.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so is everyone
no.
else gonna waltz through the monster goo, or are you gonna try to
no.
go around it?
No, let's try to go around it. I'm not gonna go near that rock though.
Okay.
Well, I don't like rocks in this cave.
Yeah. The rocks can be very scary, right? So I'm gonna do a dex check for. Oh, it'll be acrobatics. What am I talking about? Acrobatics checks for Hera. Just because I wanted to make this one slightly easier for you all. So, like, these are actually quite easy to get around unless you get pushed fucking right in them. So,
Is there any way we could terminate the pregnancy?
yeah, you will find out about that. Don't you worry.
Yeah, it's a coat hanger.
No.
It's a coat hanger. So,
Oh my god.
Still a valid method.
Either roll me acrobatics or athletics, Sam. It's very easy
I'll
to
do
get
that.
around. It's an 8. So unless you get lower than an 8, you're
Watch me
fine.
get lower than an
Let me go to Yoxper's sheet and
See,
add
you're
in
fine.
flaws dislikes children.
And there you go, listeners. Now you can have your Mpreg tag for this campaign.
Yeah.
Yep, you're fine. And Sarah, you got anything
fuck.
above
Fair.
an 8 is fine.
Fair. Flaws
Yaxper still
dislike children.
Yes, Yaxper is still prone.
Okay.
Just step on him.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna step on him and jump off of him over the puddle.
That's fine. That's fine. He gets a bit of a mouthful of it as he's trying to.
Oh no, he's gonna be pregnant.
too. It tastes like cherries too.
He's gonna be
I thought you could smell it,
pregnant.
but it's actually the whole package. Can we bottle some of this and take it with us?
I mean, she has a vial.
Yeah.
Wait, here's the thing: is Yaxper pro-life? We need to discuss with Yaxper his option.
I mean, at
We
the
need to-
moment, Yaxper doesn't know anything, so.
Oh, I know. I just meant in the future.
No, I don't know. Okay. This next one.
Yoxper has to find out before the 3rd trimester, or we're gonna have problems.
The next one, you don't have to roll to get around. It's literally you can just walk around it. So.
So naturally, Kara pushes me into that too.
Well, actually, I can. Okay, now I can move forward.
Like, how
Does it
many
got-
will Yaxper be pregnant with? Let's take our bets, kid.
Because I got the
7.
Emperor habanero boy in front of me.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
20.
Right. Stop
Just
where
take,
you are.
just take the art of Mpreg Clippy and put the art of Yoxper's head on it.
Stop where you are.
Yeah,
Roll
you're
me-
right. Stop.
Roll me a stealth check, please, Nerastine. Because I imagine upon seeing that, you would have attempted to be stealthy. Just. So it hasn't noticed you. It has a passive
I will-
perception of 11.
I will step back then.
Okay, so you would see, because you do have the dark visions, that there is another one of those shuffler type creatures, and there's some more ahead. You can see that there is another pathway that way. What do? You have stepped back and rendezvoused with the group again. What do you do? What do you say?
There's some more of those
I didn't bring those.
creatures up ahead. At least 3, maybe 4. Who knows what else is out there? There is what looks to be a path leading off to the left and one to the right.
Well, if we're going up that way, we're probably gonna have to deal with them one way or another. So, are we gonna try and get rid of them quick, like, without them hitting us, or?
They're pretty spaced out, so it's. I don't think we can get rid of them quickly, but without them hearing us. But I mean, we can get rid of them as quickly can be.
I mean, what kind of ones are there up there? Are they like those weaker ones, or are they like the big guys?
It's the weaker ones, like the ones that look like they were the miners at some point.
I mean that could be a bit easier at least. If it was those bigger guys, you might be in trouble.
Here's the thing: those things never seem to be just the little ones. I'm betting some big ones are lurking.
That's the more worrying part. The little ones we can deal with pretty well. I mean, we've already seen that, but it's when those big fuckers get involved, it's a problem. You think maybe you can at least, like, I don't know, shoot them with your, like, weird gun thing? Yak.
Sorry, say that again.
Hera's basically just said to you, do you think you can maybe try and pick one off with your gun?
I think I could probably try something. And by something, I mean bullets. I'm going to shoot the gun anyway.
Are you gonna do it right now, or?
I don't. Do people want me to shoot right now, or is there another thing we're looking to do?
What's the range on it?
I think it's 30 feet. I would have to move up a little.
A lot.
Yeah, you'd have to move up a lot.
Yeah, just this a little bit. Okay, so I'd have to be at least there. Which wouldn't that put him in the light? In which case he would see.
He would get a chance to see. He wouldn't automatically see. You could try to be stealthy. Is what you could be. You could try.
Or could someone else just take the torch for a bit?
I don't think you have the torch. I think
Why am I light source then?
I think you had a thing that you had though, didn't you? Didn't you put something?
He
on?
did
I
have
thought-
a torch at one point.
Yeah, it was the torch. That was what my light source was.
If you were gonna get rid of the torch, then boop.
I assumed Alexander was holding it.
There you go. Now it's just the one. But bear in mind, you can't see in the dark.
Which means it probably wouldn't be too good of a shot.
You would
Either.
be at disadvantage because you wouldn't be able to see him.
My oh my.
So it's either take the torch and risk being seen,
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah.
don't take the torch and be at disadvantage.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna say I would like to keep Mr. Light, and I don't think the shot is a good idea. I just think that it's not gonna work out.
So you're not gonna try to shoot him.
Yeah. I think you would probably see me, to be honest.
Alright, well, are we just gonna, like, charge in then, or what?
It's a pretty narrow pathway. I don't think we have a lot of other choices.
At this point, Hoot butts in and he goes, I'm sorry, but why don't you wish to try to shoot him, Yak?
Damn. Trying to get all up in my grill right now.
Well, I mean, it's a
Well,
valid question.
Like,
Because I think if I got too close, it could potentially present problems. especially because I might not be able to see.
Well, how about if both you and I try to get up there? We try to remain stealthy in doing so. I mean, from what I've seen of these
If you want to
creatures,
come, then we could do that.
I mean, from what I've seen of these creatures, they're not exactly the most presenceful. They don't seem to be super aware of things around them.
All right, come on, let's go.
Hoot then flies over you. Why do you think Hoot didn't have to make the things? He can just fucking fly over those goo puddles.
Show off.
Don't hate me because you aren't me.
Oh my god.
Are you taking the torch with you or not, Yaxper?
No, I'm gonna say no.
Okay, alright, wonderful.
It's okay. I'm just jealous of the wings.
Don't worry. Non-avian flying individuals are always jealous of our fabulous wings. At this point, he kind of he flumps one wing out and roll me a perception.
But like
check.
kisses him. What? Like was he like kiss him? Like with
No,
the guns?
No. He just like one big spread wing. Roll me a perception check, Devon. Oh, fucking natted it. So as that happens, you notice a bunch of feathers fall off.
Oh!
And just kind of like floating in the air. And the Hoot looks a bit like saddened by this.
You okay there, pal?
It's molting season.
Oh.
Yes, listen, if you go back in the cart and there's a bunch of feathers, it's
Oh.
it's a time.
Oh.
It happens.
Oh my.
It happens to us creatures. We molt every now and then.
I'm so sorry.
You don't need to say sorry. It's just a thing that happens every part of the year.
Is it like painful? We're gonna have a whole conversation about this now.
No, it's not painful. It's just a bit bothersome. It means that you leave feathers all over the place. They're supposed to be lucky though.
Oh, really? Like could someone like collect the lucky feathers and like put them in the collection?
Yes, some people do. Some people of my avian species, some people would collect the feathers, and apparently it's a symbol of luck to have them.
Everyone in the back's like, shoot him already!
I'm really tempted to grab him and throw him in this puddle again.
Twins.
Hey.
Basil.
You know, I think that's actually pretty cool. I think that's a cool thing. You're pretty cool. I'm just gonna shoot the guy now. I'm gonna shoot him now.
As you say that, he leans down, he picks up one of the feathers, and he hands it to you.
Now I will start my own collection.
Do you accept Hoot's feather?
I do.
Add an item Hoot's feather to your inventory.
Oh, I wanna add this in, and then like at some point when I'm not looking, you change the text to say Hoot's poisoned feather.
No, it's no.
Just like one day, like 6 sessions from now, I look. Oh!
You do have
Is
now,
that a typo? No.
you do now have Hoot's feather though, so that's something that you've got.
Yeah, this is why you exhaust all before you move on.
This is why you exhaust all dialogue options.
Exactly.
So then Hoot will say to you, okay, we can do this one of two ways. Either we both can attack that one right in front of us, or you can go for that one, and I can go for the one just to the left up there.
Would Insira be able to hear this conversation?
Roll me a perception check.
Perception, where is that? There it is.
Oh yeah, 110%.
Damn!
Yeah, get all the crits out of the way right now before the fight, you guys.
No, shut up.
Arcana check.
Arcana check! Do it! Do it! Give us... Oh, no.
Aw.
That
He tried his
torch
best.
is not magical. Mr. Lyle
Aw.
is not magical. He's just fire. He's just fire on a stick.
And
Okay.
yet, it is a he.
Yeah.
as we've just established.
Yeah, 100%. So,
Yeah.
yes,
and
you can hear that, Sarah.
Okay. And Sarah will say, it's probably best to focus on one, so at least we get one taken out from the battle.
Yeah, I think we should hit that one up front. When Hoot fights, does Hoot like get up close?
No, Hoot's a
No,
bow.
Ranger.
He's always
Ranger?
used the bow. Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah.
He's a
Okay.
longbow.
All right. So, line up our shots.
Yes, he quickly pulls a arrow off his quiver, hooks it up into the bow, and he gives you like a little nod and says, "Fire when ready."
Acquiring main targets.
Acquiring targets.
All right.
So
Here we go.
Don't roll initiative or anything. Just fire.
Yeah.
When you're ready. Okay.
All right. On my mark. 3, 2, 1, go.
Right. So you both hit because it has 11. It's 11 AC. So you take away 8 minus 8, and then
That's probably a kill.
fucking Hoops does a casual 20 damage to it. And yeah, the combination of both a bullet going through it and a arrow slicking through it the side of its head brings it down. It hits the ground.
Now my bullets are not quiet, right?
Well, here's the thing. Because it's a psychic armament, the text doesn't state that it makes noise.
So maybe it's actually up to me whether or not I want it to be louder or quieter at a given moment.
Go with quiet.
Oh, well, yeah. You know what? He's looking at it. Oh, that made less sound. What's this thing on the front? It's like a little tube. This wasn't there a minute ago.
I was waiting for him to bring the gun up to his mouth and go. And then
I was waiting for him to just be an asshole and say, no, it's loud as fuck.
Yeah. I thought.
I kind of thought he might do it, and I was
thought it
like
could have happened.
starting to shit myself.
It's like a little tube on the end. I don't get it.
See, like I told you, my boy, by lining up both our shots, we managed to bring that one down. And if you look, the others are none the wiser. They're not.
Seymour has just started to sit in the goop.
Roll me a con save for Seymour.
Absolutely. Commit.
If Yak's gonna be
He passes.
pregnant, so is fucking Seymour.
No.
Exactly.
Seymour passes. He's fine.
Yeah, bathing.
So then Hoot says,
He's just bathing it.
Bathing
Yeah.
in the jizz.
Hoot
Yeah.
says to you, see, now what we can do is if we can try to bring the others up, we can repeat this more quiet process. It might not last forever, but we might be able to pick off at least a few of them before the rest of them notice us.
Does he want us to get closer or to bring them in? And how do you suggest we do if the latter, if that's what you want to do?
He turns around and he kind of does like a winged like come here towards Nerastine and Hera. Do you come closer, Nerastine?
Yes.
Hera also comes closer, and Hoot with like the gathered group goes, okay, well, look at it this way. Me and Yak have managed to quite well take down that one in front of us, and the others, they're none the wiser. So what I'm suggesting is, seeing as you are the more stealthy of the bunch, why don't you try to stealth up towards another one, and, well, me and Yaxpa will do the exact same thing. If we manage to take another one down, and you two manage to take that other one, between the two of them, we might be able to limit their numbers before we actually draw their attention.
It sounds like a plan.
I would suggest that you go and get the torch, Mr. Yaxpa.
You sure that wouldn't attract too much attention?
No, no. I think if we can try to keep it just out of their sight, like we did with that one, then it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, I'll be right back. He grabs it.
Grabs the torch. Yeah, you have the torch with you. Wherever you go, I'll move the torch. So what Hoot is proposing is like a little bit of a stealth maneuver, so that Hoot and Yuxpa kind of do a combination ranged attack on one to try and bring it down, and between the two of you, Nerastine and Hera, the two of you sneak up on another one to see if.
This is we're gonna like throw a coin and they'll be like, "What was that
What
noise?"
was that? So Hoot,
We're just gonna throw a coin at the one that y'all are sneaking up on.
Hoot,
Yeah, at him, into his face. He's just minding his own business.
Hoot at this point flies his way up to here where the body of the other one is, and kind of gestures for you specifically at the moment, Yaxpa, to follow him.
Okay. All right. How far do you want him to go?
He wants you up with him, so
Okay. I'll just move here and say that I'm where the torch is.
yeah. So he then says, okay, well, let me move the torch over, because the torch isn't actually a person. So if you want to go there, you can go there.
Okay.
There you go. Hoot then points out that one and says,
The torch isn't actually a person.
It's not
You just see a single tear on the torch.
a single flaming ember tear just
Yeah,
flies.
yeah. Oh, bonfire, Chen, no!
He then points out the next one and goes, "Do you think you could hit that one, my boy?"
Is this the right distance? Let's check that. Let's see.
It's saying 30.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I could. Alright. Let's see what we can do.
Right,
He kinda- he-
second time's the charm.
He kind of like kneels down and like yeah, like I would say he goes prone, like to kind of. I know it's not gonna like give me an aiming benefit or anything like that, but you know, kinda
It won't give you
line it
any
up.
benefit, but you know.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
So you definitely hit. Hoot definitely hits. Roll your damage. You kill it outright.
Just like single, like fucking sniper elite inside the bones, just like.
What happens is your bullet, like your little spherical orb bullet, blasts through its head, and you see that Hoot's arrow just flies past where it would be, and then Hoot just goes, "See, you didn't even need my help on that one."
Oh, this is working out pretty good. Let's keep that up though.
And he said, "Okay, well let's get the elves up, see if they can't sneak up on the other one." And then
Alright.
the Hera and Nerastine see Hoot gesture for the two of you to come up.
Alright, let's go, Mr. Light.
No,
Yes, this is the first canonical utterance.
not you. You stay there. Let the elves move up. That's what I'm saying.
Got it. Okay.
I see how it's
Mr. Light.
just the elves.
The
Mr.
elves.
Light, we're going to stay here.
So
Do you understand?
once you get there, Hoot points out to you, Nerastine, that one there. So now, to get to that one, I am gonna need a stealth check from you, and a stealth check from Hera. So I'm gonna do Hera's. Hera is super fucking fine. I would like to see your stealth. There we go. You can actually sneak up on this thing, the both of you, without it actually picking up on you. So as you get up closer towards it, you see Hera just kind of reverse grip pulls one of her Feyblades out of its sheath, and then looks at you and gives you a nod. Yeah, no problem. I'm just gonna while you do that, I'm just gonna no, I don't need the turn order yet. I'm just going to reveal some more because you're there. We're gonna do this. And just to fill some time while we wait for Kara, Hoot looks at Yaxpa, who's prone, and he went, I don't know if that actually helped, but that was one damn hell of a shot.
Thank you. I think I am getting better at this.
I must say, you are picking up with it. Usually, an individual takes
Yeah.
months, sometimes even years to pick up firearms, but you've done it in a matter of hours.
I will say though, this little tube that keeps popping onto the front of it every time I shoot it, it seems like it's making it quieter.
It is.
It's also weird because it's not like the rest where it's in the bag. It's like it's actually just sort of getting here when I need it.
It's almost as if you will
Weird.
it into existence. It's very strange.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Those a little bit fucking. That's so crazy, man. Just a little too far in that direction.
This has actually worked out pretty well so far, and that's why I'm like,
Yeah,
Okay.
one bad roll.
one bad roll. Yeah, so, Nerastine, Hera has pulled out her blade in a reverse grip and kind of gives you a nod and gestures towards the one that you've managed to sneak up on.
Okay. I will draw Heartseeker,
Mhm.
and I will give her acknowledgement before I attempt to strike it.
Go for it. Definitely hits. And Hera's definitely hits. You nearly kill it, and then Hera finishes the job. I imagine what happens is that you kind of pierce it through, and then Hera kind of just takes it out through the back of the kneecap. And together you manage to kill it and place it on the ground so that it makes noise in dying. However, the two of you would now see, being closer up, that there seems to be a fair few more of these things around.
Yeah, I would definitely, while we're putting it down, I'd point out the other ones in case she wasn't looking, but I'd make sure that they are noticed.
She gives you a nod of acknowledgement. With her passive perception, she would have seen them anyway. At this point, she kind of gestures towards Hoot and kind of just points towards the locations that there are some, and kind of just gestures for him to be aware. And I'm gonna do an insight on Hoot to see if he's smart enough to understand what she's saying. Oh, he doesn't.
Oh!
He gets
Oh.
confused and he thinks it means that it's clear, and so Hoot comes flying up.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna do something to check something. Let's see.
Oh, it all comes crashing down.
Oh, yeah, the shuffler then sees them. Everybody roll me initiative now.
Damn NPCs.
Yep, damn the NPCs. Who didn't insight? He got it wrong. You didn't click your token, Devon.
Yeah,
I'll add you a turn. It's fine. Add.
Hey, that's the best one I've had in a while.
And I'll give you 22. There you go, Devon. And I'll roll 1 for Hera, and then we'll get the ball rolling on everyone else. So I knew someone was gonna break it at some point. You weren't gonna keep this perfect, like, stealth thing going. I don't know why that double did, but whatever. And then now I will do 1 for Cathro. It's Cathro, and then I will do 1 for Hoot himself. And then I will do your enemies. Hoot. Oof. Hoot's not having a good day. And then we want shufflers. And we want Deepkins. Because they're in this fight as well.
Yeah, I knew something was here.
Yep, indeed. Well, Deepkins aren't that bad, actually. Like, of the things...
I know, but I knew something else was here.
Hera had a
Oh, yeah.
13, not an 8, because I did it twice, so... by accident, so let's just resort that out. Wonderful. So, Yaxper, oddly enough, you did fantastic in your role, and you're first. So, we do have a minor problem, and that's that you've proned yourself. So, to
That's
stand
true.
up, it's going to take half your movement.
Okay, that's
How did
fine.
he prone himself?
He proned himself
Because he's
for
a
cool
goof.
reasons. For cool reasons. No, he did it for cool reasons.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stand back up.
Yep, so that's half your movement to stand back up.
All right.
Get rid of.
I could say it was like just a crouch, but I won't. So it's probably about here as far as I can go.
Take Mr. Light with you.
Yeah. I'll make sure Mr. Light moves with him.
Mr. Light isn't mine. This is not mine to command.
No,
He is
mine.
now.
He's mine to command. I'm not giving you tokens. I know what fucking happens when I give you people tokens. I'm not giving
I don't know what
you
you're talking
shit.
about.
Just like we figured out, we can write on the maps.
Well, we knew that.
I didn't.
So
It's because you're dumb.
You have moved up your 15
Yeah.
feet. What else would you like to do?
Do I even have anything that will actually help at a distance? Let's see.
I will, just as a brief remind that you can hold actions. And an idea, if you have ranged weapons, you can always say that you would hold a ranged attack until an enemy comes into that range. So if you have a longbow, obviously you're practically always going to be in range. But if you have a ranged weapon that has a shorter range, like Devon's 30 feet, you can hold that shot for if an enemy comes within the 30 feet.
It's funny. There's a couple spells that I'm like there's a certain killer in my list that would be so worthless on these ends. Not worthless. It would be too good. It's actually a waste. Yeah, I think I'm probably for now. I'm gonna hold a shot
Okay.
until they get close enough.
Yeah, until something gets close enough. Okay. It's
Yeah.
Cathro's. Cathro hears that there's shenanigans going on, and he is just going to use his entire action to dash to try and get up close to the fight, pulling out his sword as he does so. Insira, it's your turn. You hear there's commotion going on down there, and you suddenly feel like the stealthy part of this plan has just went out the window.
I will move right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will... Hold on, let me check this. Oh, God. Yes. Up. Okay. I will Eldritch Blast this one.
Go for it. Do that Eldritch Blast.
My Eldritch Blast.
The first one definitely hits. Roll damage. The second one does not, I'm afraid. So that is 4 damage. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Nope.
Okie dokie. It is Hera's turn. Hera actually looks at Niristine and says, "Do you think it's better if we wait for them to come to us, or do you want us to go to them?"
I think it's probably best to go after them and not give them a chance to call in reinforcements.
The moment you say that, she makes her way up towards that one, and then she's gonna do her attacks against it. So, normal attack, just hits. Ooh, nearly fucking kills it in one go though. Minus 10, and then she will do her second attack on it. And that definitely hits, and she will definitely do more than 1 damage. So she goes up, she slashes it once and nearly takes off its head, goes for it again with the full force of the blade, and decapitates it. It is now the Shuffler's turn, so I just need to check exactly how far they move. I think it's less than I think it is. Oh no, but they can swim. And they can swim through the air. So this one is gonna swim all the way to there through the air. And then this one is gonna swim all the way to here. And then this one is gonna swim down there. This one's gonna swim to there. This one will swim up to here. Then just need to do some off-screen things. This one's gonna go to there. Right, Devon, I believe you had a held action, did you not?
I did. It's time for back.
Is there one within 30 feet?
I'm pretty sure that's 30 feet. Yeah, it's 25.
Yeah, there's two. So
I'm gonna get. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get the one closest. The closest one. The one. Yeah.
Shoot your actual shot, then, please.
Back.
That definitely hits. Roll damage. And that definitely kills. And you've been rolling good with these, like, holy shit.
So it like so it like slashes for him and just bang,
Bang!
bang.
Just-
Just like you see like bits of the teeth come out. Just
Oh, nasty. There is one sadly close enough to Hoot to try to slash at him once. And I definitely believe that hits. Yeah, it does. Let's see the damage. Wow, 2.
incredible.
Incredible. But now it's the Deepkin's turn, and they move 40 themselves. So that one's gonna move down to there as it swims through the air in that same horrific notion manner that they have before. That one can actually get over to there to try and hit Hera. Do I have any off-screen? No, oddly enough, I do not have any off-screen. Okay, so one of them does get close enough to Hera to try to hit them. So I am going to get the Deepkin to do that. It has a multi-attack, so Claw, misses, Tail, misses. They've done what they can do and they can miss. Right, Nerastine, it's your turn. You can see that the weird sea creature beasts have kind of gathered a little bit more. You've just seen one of them get taken out by a big gunshot from your resident Yaxper. So, what are you going to do?
Resident crack shot.
Uh-huh.
Alright, let's not go cookie now.
Since I already have Heartseeker out, I will draw Silence.
Mm-hmm.
And I will move over to this one.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep. That doesn't get any attacks of opportunity either, because look, you're out of its view.
yep.
That crit! So roll damage. That is enough to kill it in one go.
And I will move up to here.
Yep. Sadly, you can't do... Yeah, you can do your offhand attack. Roll damage.
And Divine Strike.
Did you not Divine Strike the other one?
Nope.
Okay. So that's -4. And then -3. That's pretty solid damage. Critting that one really made a difference. Killing it outright. It is Hoot's turn. Hoot is going to back away from this one. He's going to try to just take the attack of opportunity. So that is a shuffler. Sadly, that does hit, I believe. Yes, it does. And that does a little bit more damage than the other one. But Hoot then has a good shot and will do a sharpshooter shot at it. And it hits. And it fucking kills it.
Whoa.
And then he is going to re-aim with his second attack, because he is a fighter. And he does have a second attack towards the deepkin creature ahead of him, the one on its own. And that one sadly misses. It is now your turn, Sam. I know you're quite far back, so it might be an idea to try and get closer.
Yeah, I'm gonna move here, and that's my turn.
There we go. Simple.
Yep.
It is now you again, Yaxper. Can you keep up the crack-shottedness?
Probably not. Let me look at my tool bag, because that guy's dead now, so my existing plan can't work. I feel like... Let me remind myself. So, good old... What was it? Mind Thrust. Mind Thrust was a level... It was level 2, I think?
You should say on your spell sheet.
Yeah, enchantment level 2, which means if I did that, that would cost... I need to actually get the numbers on these things. That would cost 5.
Yeah, no.
And I can do how many targets again? Let's see. One creature you can see the target. Yeah, one, but battles when cast a spell using a spell of third level or higher. One additional target. Interesting. So if I did, okay, so if I wanted to get more than one, I don't know about that anymore. In that case,
Yeah.
Okay.
Not being a warlock, you don't just instant upcast.
Yeah, I don't just get it.
now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, I am gonna roll up to. Let me see. Yeah. You know what? We're just gonna shoot for now. So we're gonna move up to. I think this is 30. I think because
25. So yeah, that's fine.
yeah, we'll leave it there. And I'm gonna shoot that dude.
This guy.
Yeah, the guy, a couple squares up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right. Switch pages. Back.
That sadly misses. That is actually like your
All right.
first miss with C-Maker,
Yeah.
I believe.
Oh, I messed up with the hair trigger. Hold on. he kind of kneels down. He's like field stripping it. That's his turn.
Cathro rushes up into the light.
Yeah,
And
he's just gonna take it.
he'll do a dodge action just in case anyone tries to attack him. Insira, it's
Hell
your
yeah.
turn.
Alright, let's see.
I'm gonna grab some food.
You do that. I'm eating pizza as we speak anyway.
Pizza's good.
Chicken on pizza is actually quite nice. I never had it before, but I had it with this and it's quite good.
I know a lot of people like chicken bacon ranch pizza.
Well, I'm eating a meat feast pizza that has chicken, pepperoni, bacon, and beef. And the chicken on here is actually pretty good, so...
Yeah. She's gonna do Eldritch Blast.
On whom?
That one.
Go for it. Both hit, so roll the damage. Actually, pretty solid damage there. That was actually pretty good.
And then she's gonna summon her spiritual weapon.
Okie dokie. Where are you going to
Right next to the creature she just hit.
do you have enough range? What's the range for the spell? Can you just tell me?
60 feet.
60 feet.
I'm just short of it. Damn
Yeah,
it.
you can just get just short of it. I'm afraid.
Well, hold on. Let me
You
move my
haven't- yeah, I was
token.
gonna say you haven't moved, so you can move. And then you can
Create right next to the creature, yeah.
do it right next to it. So roll it, because it does do a hit whenever it goes out. So roll it for me so that we can see if it hits the creature.
Okay.
That definitely hits. Roll damage.
I'm casting it at level 4, by the way. It didn't let me select that for whatever reason.
Does that actually up the damage at that point?
Yeah, it does. When you cast a spell using a spell slot 3rd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8 for every 2 slots levels above the second.
So just roll me 2d8 then.
Okay. You take off that level 4. Okay, 2d8.
Could be a kill.
Hey!
Oh no, sadly not. It was almost a kill.
But I mean, it's good damage though.
No, it is good damage. And that damage is consistent now. So it will always do 2d8 because it was cast at that level. Right.
Yep.
It is Hera's turn. Hera, however, is next to a creature that forces madness. So we're going to see. Just going to put that back in there. Anything within 10 feet of the Deepkin must make a wisdom save or become charmed. While charmed in this way, you are maddened. So she has to make a wisdom save or be maddened. She does not get advantage on it, even though she's an elf, because this isn't charmed, this is maddened. It's treated as charmed, but it's a separate effect. So, wisdom. She passes, so she is not maddened. She is going to attempt to try to strike at that one. So, first attack hits, and that's 7 magical slashing on that lad right there. -7. Then she's going to do her dreadful strikes with the second one, so it will do an extra d6 psychic damage if it hits. So it definitely hits. Oh, well, she doesn't need it. 13's enough to kill it, so it is in fact killed. She is going to stay where she is. It is the Shuffler's turns. The Shufflers are seeing that things aren't going very well, so this one's going to move 40 feet up here. This one is going to move 40 feet up there. And then, where is the next one going to go? The next one's going to dash. And you cannot see where it dashes off to. Actually, you know what? No. That one's going to just move the 40. I'll make the other one dash, because it makes more sense. That one moves through there. And this one is another 40 over to there. And so is his friend. Gonna move another 40 over to there. And you cannot see what they are doing because they are far off into the darkness. Is there any Deepkin left? Yes, there is a single Deepkin left. So that Deepkin, I know what he's going to do. He's going to move forward. And he's going to attempt to hit Yaxper.
Good.
So, fingers crossed we can get another one of those instant death things going on.
Let's hope so.
Does a 16 hit you, Devon?
Yeah.
Right. Please take 9 slashing damage. But remember, you do have your shields, so take it off of your shields first.
Oh yeah. And the shield's not broken yet.
No.
Oh, you should all move. You should all move. You should all move.
I'm happy where I am.
You're fine. Nirastine, it is now your turn. You would have noticed that one is now dead because Hera just dealt with it. This one of them moved over here, and 2 of them moved off into the darkness.
Okay, I am going to head over to this one.
Okie dokie.
Jasper audibly says, "I think you should all get a little bit of space," because he sees the He sees the cracks. Ah!
Jesus! Yet another crit from you, and that
Yeah.
is 100% enough to kill it. You just murderize it.
Uh,
Are their health pools like less than like 20 or something?
It's 11. Those
11.
guys,
Oh, okay.
These guys are like big weak. They have 11
Oh, okay,
health
gotcha.
and 11 AC.
yeah,
Okay.
they're basically NPCs.
But yeah. I wonder
Gotcha.
why.
I was wondering. Yeah.
Yeah.
For what specific reason?
Yeah, I wonder why. We get further into the cave. Wait, they all look like monsters to you?
You've just been murdering miners this entire time. You just didn't realize it.
Yeah.
25.
Why do
30
you
to
think
see if
some
I
of them are just doing normal people things?
To see if I can see further down to where it is they're heading off to.
Roll me a perception. That thing you killed with the flute, that was just a bard. Oh, Jesus, Kara! Jesus! I'm gonna fucking show you that whole thing up there for that. Like,
I feel like I'm gonna die this session.
yeah, it's gonna have to happen now. So for that, I'm just gonna give you exactly what's up there. There you go.
Oh, they're worshipping fucking ginger root.
But you can't see them. Hold on. Wait, what? Can you see the enemies on there?
Yeah.
You can. Yeah, okay. For some reason, I thought it was on GM. But yeah, now that you've seen them, I need to roll for them to join the fray.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Initiative. Oh boy. Right, so we're on Neurostein.
Attack of the ginger ale.
Right, Neurostein, you have peered over there and you see what's up. What are you gonna do now? You've done your action. Move. Any bonus action?
I have nothing. I mean, I guess I shout back that there is 7 of them up there around. I'm assuming some kind of crystal or geode of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I can really do.
It is Hoot.
'Cause I'm out of movement.
Hoot listens to what Yaxper's saying and flies 15 feet over there. He then has a better vantage point at that last deepkin, and he is going to attempt to shoot it. That misses, he gets second attack, that one hits. And that murderizes the fuck out of it. Right. Wilk, it is your turn.
Well, I'm gonna just do what I did before. Let me just double check some. There we go. Alright, I'll go right there next to Hera.
Okie dokie.
Yep. And that's pretty much my turn.
Okie dokie. Sometimes movement is a turn. Yuck. It is your turn. Take the shuffle.
One right in front of me did die.
Is dead, yeah. But you have been
Okay.
informed by Neurostein that there are some more creatures over here. She said there's 7 of them. She didn't indicate of what. So you may think that it's just those shufflers that you've been fighting.
Yeah. Oh, great! The easy ones! I'm on my way! I'll go that far, because we're going to be moving.
Yep.
I think it was here. It was here?
It was about there, yeah. And then
Okay.
you look down, and there is some eerie light being driven off by that geode. And you see that the things down there aren't the shufflers that you thought they were, but they are the weird balloon octopod creatures with porcupine spikes.
Oh, bother.
Oh no.
I definitely don't have anything I can use in range, so that's it.
No problem. It is now the infant's turns, and they've been made aware of what's going on with you. And they are going to dash to get down there. So that guy is going to go to here. This guy is going to go to there. This guy can get to 60, so he can get right in front of him. Wonderful. This guy can go 60, so he's just out of range. Guy can go 60, so he can get to there, and then get some stuff from off screen. That one can go.
Hey, whatever's over there doesn't need to come over here.
Yeah, it does. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not alive.
That's
Very-
exactly how it is.
Very much alive. Right. At this point, I'm just going to reveal over there because it's just a. Wait, no, not hide. I want to reveal. Right, so they have all moved. So they cannot attack. It is, in fact, Cathro's turn. So Cathro is going to move his 30 feet to come up and try to help Devon. He will hold an action that if any get close to him, he will attack it. Insira, it is your turn.
Okay. She's gonna move the big booper.
Mm-hmm. Can move up to 20 feet.
I don't have the rights to move it.
Okay, where do you ping where you want it to go? Right there. Boop.
Thank you. I will attack this one.
Go for it. Roll me 4d8.
4d8?
Yeah, because you.
Okay. Okay, it's gonna be 4d8 plus 4. I forgot to do plus 4 last time on.
No, because you don't get the actual bonus for spiritual weapon. It's just the d8.
Oh, I thought you got plus your spellcasting modifier.
I don't think so. I'm gonna check it now.
Yeah, let me see, because I think I've got
Tell
it
you
written
what,
down.
if you just click the damage for that, and it will tell us.
Okay.
And then we'll roll it anyway. So 6. No, it's just the d8s.
Okay, because
And it has done the 4d8 as well. So that's 15, 7 plus 7.
oh, it added the 4 to the bottom one though.
Yeah, because it's adding it to the first one. It's fine. So that is the damage. So minus 15.
I get confused very
That's
easily
fine.
with this stuff.
Minus 7. You have done a wafty amount of damage to it, but it is still alive.
Okay, let me check something real quick. Oh yeah. Then she's gonna cast Eldritch Blast on it.
Go ahead. $20 definitely hits. 14 definitely hits. So they both hit. So roll me the damage. So, okay, so 7. Still alive, sadly. Is there anything else you'd like to do, or are you good?
I will move up just a tiny bit.
Okay. Move up however much you wish to move.
Yeah, I think I'll stay right here.
Okay.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, because I ain't getting near you, Mr. Explodo.
It's Hera's turn. Hera is going to move up to get to there. However, in doing so, she gets into their areas. So Madness Incarnate triggers, and so she has to make 2 wisdom saves, because there's 2 of them. So, wisdom save number 1. She passes. Number 2, she fails. So she is, in fact, maddened. She needs to roll a d8 to see if she can act. On an even... So she rolled a 6, so that's an even, so she gets her turn. But I am going to give her the little screaming face to know that she's maddened. She's going to try to stab the one with 1 attack. She's going to try to go for the one in front of Mirastine. 14 does hit, and that's 11 damage. And then to try and help defend Yaxper, she's going to go and do the exact same with her extra strikes, dreadful strikes, that's what it's called, on the other one. And that does hit, and it will get an extra d6. Oh, it's dead. It doesn't need an extra d6, it's dead. Right, Nirastine, it is your turn. First things first, roll me 2 wisdom saves, please. So first, fuck me. You are so. You know what? You're gonna get killed by the boss. I can tell. I can feel it in my.
No!
That's a lot of green. It's
So
a lot of green.
The first one you pass, roll me the second one. Or you're just gonna get a string of really bad luck after it. Yeah, you pass both.
Get them all out of the way now. We don't need them later.
No, we need them later.
You are not.
I want all
Use
of
them
them
all
for
up.
later.
Use them all up.
You are not maddened, so you can act normally.
I was gonna say, if I rolled another crit, I was gonna refresh, because as much as I love crits, that's some bullshit.
That is some bullshit at that point.
Okay, I will attack the one that Hera already attacked.
Okie dokie.
So,
Remember when someone got a crit and then a crit fail? There's no 1-2.
I love when that happens. It's literally the dichotomy of man. I love it. And
Yeah.
then another 6 onto it. Yeah, it's still
Alright, I'm gonna
alive.
brush my teeth real big. I'll be good.
Okay, it's still alive, but it's much much closer to the grave than it was before. And silence does hit, so roll damage from silence. -4. It's still alive, but it's real close to the end. So it'll be Hoot's turn next. Hoot. Yes, Hoot's gonna try and take out that one that you've been aiming to kill. So he's gonna try to sharpshooter it. That definitely hits. So this is definitely gonna be dead. It is, in fact, dead. He is then going to try again at the one just above it. And he crits. This is going to be fucking murder, what's this about to happen. 18 plus 4, that's 22. So that nearly kills it. 22. Right, Wilk, it is your turn. Will you be able to get up into the fight? The answer is most likely yes.
I could burn a rage right now and gain the bonus effect from it.
You could.
Which could help. So I'm gonna do that before I move in, because I know what happens with me and wisdom saving throw. So let's do that.
Wonderful. So
Right.
do your bonus action rage. So roll your d8 and we'll decide. We'll see which one you have. I think it is a d8, isn't it? Yeah, I always forget this.
Yeah, it's a D8. Yeah.
Yeah.
So D8.
So 8. Click
Oh.
number 8 for me.
It spells.
Wild magic. One weapon that you are holding until your rage ends. Oh yeah, this is Minoir basically. So it becomes 4 damage.
Oh,
And it gains
convenient.
the light and thrown properties with a range of 20 feet.
Convenient.
Very convenient.
super convenient. Now you don't have to get anywhere fucking near them.
Yeah, so now you
So-
don't need to go, you don't need to risk it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna attack this one.
Yeah, so you lob your giant double-handed axe. You just swing it at this thing. Just roll an attack.
Yep.
Just you don't need to get close to it. I think
Doesn't-
that misses. Sadly, let me check. No, that does hit. So roll damage, and
Nice.
we'll add 3 to it because you're raging. That's -15. It's not dead. However, you do get a second attack. So
Hope hoping.
Misses.
That's fine. I'm in a better spot than I was before.
But now you can keep doing that. So, you're in you finally got
I'm good.
You got them you got the great axe throw in the time that you really needed it, so you didn't have to worry about those pesky wisdom saves for going insane.
Yep. Let's figure out. I burn and rage to see what I got first. So
Yeah, I mean,
that worked out.
All right.
Sometimes it works out like that. You missed Wilt rolling the exact wild magic barbarian trait he needed, and now can just yeet Waldo instead of having to get close to these things.
What, like Thor's hammer?
Yeah, exactly like Thor's
Yep.
hammer.
Hell yeah.
That being said, it is your turn, Yaxper.
And this dude in front of me is alive.
The dude in front of you is very much alive. So guess what? Roll me a
Sorry.
wisdom save.
Did anyone hit me at some point?
No, roll me 2 wisdom saves, but no one's hit you.
Great.
But 2 wisdom
Okay.
saves, please. DC 15. 13. So you are now maddened. Might be the baby. Might be the baby. You got the baby madness. So now, what I want you to do for me is
I do not want this man pregnant.
roll me a D8. On evens, you can do your turn normally. On an odd, you just stand there babbling to yourself.
Great. Okay, here we go.
You just stand there babbling to yourself.
It's kicking! It's kicking! Where is it coming
How
from?
fast do these things develop out of curiosity?
You don't know.
Oh no. I'm worried! The big worry!
It is the Void Spawn Infant's turn. And that one moves to there.
Alright, there goes the cool turn.
And then this one's gonna do its... He's gonna dash towards Neurostine. This one's gonna dash inwards. This one's gonna dash in as well. Right, so, but there are still some within range of actually doing attacks. So, one is gonna go against Neurostine. So, let's get that a second. So, 2 unarmed strikes. 1, 2. The 22 hits you. The 13 does not, so take 6 bludgeoning, Neurostine. And then I've got to decide what it wants to do. It's going to go for the poison quills. And it misses.
It's not.
It misses the poison quills. Now there are 2 on Devon. So let's do what they do. So 1, 2. The 19 hits you, does it not?
19, yeah.
So take 6 bludgeoning. So that destroys
And-
your shield.
Shit,
Yeah.
duck.
And it's gonna now do some damage to poor Fabio.
Yeah.
Why
I was wondering why you didn't move him.
he always seems to be the one that takes your damage. Could you just?
Why? I thought you were gonna move him before my next turn.
It's
He was told to move.
Can-
In
isn't it-
universe, he had a chance.
Can you
Yeah.
just tell me what the damage is again? I think it's.
Isn't it
your-
10?
Oh yeah.
Also,
Where's
isn't
that
it
listed,
10
I think?
feet?
it is 10 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
so I don't. Yeah, so it wouldn't hit Wilk, right?
It will hit.
No, it
you.
will hit woke, yeah.
So
It will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's under Psionic Barrier. If you look on your thing, you'll see there's a feature called Psionic Barrier.
There it is. Let's see. Temporary broken burst of energy immediately bursts out, equal to my Psi Mage level of damage on all creatures around myself. So just equal to my Psi Mage level.
Yeah, so what is your level?
I think it's just 8. Are we all level 8?
Yeah, so that means that the porcupine infant in front of you takes 8. That means that Fabio takes 8. That means the one behind you takes 8. And that means that you, Sam, take 8. You take the full 8 because it's psychic damage. It's not a piercing or a bludgeoning, it's psychic. So, Sam, please
Okay.
take the full 8 as shards of psychic energy pierce into you. It's still got...
Does the fetus take 8?
The fetus
Yes.
doesn't take 8.
The fetus is now dead.
I mean, for the best.
It's gonna try to poison you. Does a 14...
Looks back at Cutthroat. Why didn't you move?
Does a 14 hit you?
Remind me if it matches. Does it hit?
Yes.
Was it match? Okay, well, fine, whatever. Yeah, it is. It matches. So
Right, so take 4 poison damage and roll me a con save, please.
okay. Real quick. When the barrier broke, what was I supposed? Because I had to take off the 2.
Yeah.
And then how much was left?
4.
4. Okay.
'Cause it was 6 total.
Okay. So there we go. All right. So. Shit. What was I doing?
No, it's fine. Con save.
That was a con save. Okay.
To see if you're poisoned. You are not poisoned. But guess what? That's just the one in front of you. Now it's the one behind you that gets to attack you.
Ah!
I would like to point out, you guys know what this creature's called, right? The thing that's attacking you. I've said it a few times.
Infant spawn. That's going to be what comes out of Yaxford.
There you go.
Fetus baby.
Right.
Here's the thing. Where is it going to come out of?
That's a good point. So please
Yes,
take...
yes.
Yuxper is
It's gonna
mad. He's maddened, and so he's punching himself all over, including his stomach.
He's taking baby
said-
madness.
Yeah.
It's gonna be birth out the pores of his forehead.
Yeah, you go.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
take
Yeah, on the forehead. Yeah.
Take 4 poison damage and roll me another con save to see if you're poisoned.
Great.
You should be good
Okay.
with con saves because of you get your proficiency plus to them. So
Why would you say that?
yeah, you pass, mate. It's
Oh,
12, you pass.
okay.
It's only if you got below it you would fail. Okay, you're fine.
You still jinxed it. You still jinxed it to be lower.
I know. Right, it's Cathro's turn, and there's something finally around that Cathro can stab. So Cathro's gonna try to stab it. He's gonna go with his great axe. He's gonna try to Vietins it. Yep, that definitely does damage. Fuck me, that nearly kills it in one go. Minus 21. And then he's gonna just he's gonna swing again because he's gonna try to kill it. He's not gonna Vietins again though. But hey, there we go. That's one fucking thing dead. Right, in Syrah, it's now your turn. There seems to be more of these weird tentacly ball octopod infant things coming for you.
Yeah, put the big booper here, please.
Okie dokie.
Thank you. I'll attack with the big booper.
How dare you?
That definitely hits, so roll the damage. Nope, almost another fucking crit. So that's 12. Yeah, that is right. That's 12. That's 17. That kills it. Yeah, that does kill it.
Yay! The big booper wins.
Wonderful. It is. Yes. What more would you like to do? I feel an Eldritch Blast coming.
Yeah, might as well get my 2 attacks in.
You definitely should. But who are you gonna go for? There's like these ones over here are the ones that are left.
I'll get the one up here.
The big one. Go for it. 2 Eldritch Blasts, please. That definitely hit. They both hit. So roll damage, please. -3 and -4. Haven't quite killed it, but you've done damage to it. It's close to death. Would you like to do any movement, or are you good? Do you need to move anymore, or are you good?
Oh, I'm good. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I thought I cut out. That was all. It is Hera's turn. Hera is still technically maddened. Let's see. She rolled an 8. I should have done it as a D6, but it. Yeah, I'll re-roll it to be fair. Alright, so she is maddened. She cannot do anything this turn. Nerastine, it is your turn.
2 wisdom saves.
Yes, please. DC 13. Oh, you are maddened.
Yay.
Now roll me a d6. On evens, you can act normally. Odds, you cannot. You cannot act normally this turn. You
And the
ramble.
visions, once again, of all the shit that has been going on since reconnecting with their mom come flooding back in.
Trauma.
Trauma.
And Hoot is gonna try to get rid of that one because it's hurting his friends. And he fucking murders it like a boss. And then he's gonna try to aim at the other one next to him. Right. No, not Hera. I need Hoot. Where's Hoot? There's Hoot. Right. Oh, that one misses, sadly. So, it is now your turn again, Sam. You still have your yeet axe.
Yeah.
So you can throw up to 20 feet. So these two are out of range at the moment, and that one's in range.
Oh, is it good right there? Is it good from that angle? From where I'm at?
Yeah, you can yeet.
Okay.
Yeet that
I'm
guy.
gonna do. Can I do? I'm gonna pop it real quick. Where are you? Fuck are you? What? There we go. I'm gonna pop
I think I
this.
know what you want to do. Yes. So yes, 100%. You can throw aside for defense and attack. The first attack on your turn, you can attack recklessly. It's still technically a melee weapon using strength. It's just that you now have the property to throw it. So
Cool.
Yeah, I would 100% let you do that at advantage.
All right, let's do it.
So 28 does definitely hit. Roll that damage for me, and we add 3 to it because you are raging. So that's minus 10. Yep, and you do still get a second attack.
I do. Let's see.
That misses, I'm afraid. Just
Damn.
literally by 1.
That's funny.
That is.
But I got my hit.
You got your hit. That's true. It is your turn now, Devon. Roll me that d6, and we'll see if you're maddened or not.
Oh, was it another D8?
I think it was a d6. I can't even remember. Let me read what I put, because I think I meant to say. I think it was actually a d8, but I've been messing it up. So I'm just gonna check. Yes, it is a d8. I was incorrect. So roll me a d8
Alright.
on a even. Yeah. So now you can do your turn normally.
Ah! Oh, the kicking is over. Okay.
It's funny
Woo!
you mention that. Roll me a con save, please. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Okay. But
Damn.
It is
I
your turn.
think it's probably better that we fail it so we can get this thing out of me faster.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. So you did successfully pass your Madden check. So you.
And
can
that one in
act
front of me is alive.
No, there are none in front of you that are alive. So
They're dead. Okay.
so the ones that are alive are the ones without the X's, which are these 3 over here.
I thought that was the case, but in the last turn it looked like the X's were already there, and
Nope.
then you said they weren't dead, so I wasn't sure.
No, it's just these 3 that are alive. So I
Okay.
believe you're in range for like most of them. That one.
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
It's just that guy,
I'm gonna shoot the one. I'm gonna shoot the ones closer, to be honest.
This guy.
Yeah.
Okay, shoot the weakened one.
Yeah.
I think you.
Let's,
can see its health bar. Should be able. Yeah, you should be able to. Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, that one's slightly weaker. So blast. That definitely hits. Roll damage. That's good. You're rolling good damage on that as well. Any other things you would like to do, or is that it?
I am going to. You know what? I'm gonna move up here.
Yeah.
There. I'm gonna stand there.
Okay. No problem. It is now the Void Spawn infants' turns, and they're gonna start doing their thing. You can move 30. One's gonna go over to here. And then this one is gonna go over to there. So because you did recklessly attack there, Sam, things have advantage on you now. So we're gonna get 2 against you, We're going to do them one at a time. So the first one attacks at advantage. 1, 2, and it's going to try to bite you. So does the 18 and the 20 hit? Sam?
Oh, sorry. Say again.
The 18 and the 20, do they hit you?
Yes.
Okie dokie. So let me do those now. So the 18. Only take 2 damage from that because it's bludgeoning. And only take 2 damage from that. So only take 4 damage from
That's
the
4,
first one. And then the second one's going to attack you. So 1, 2. Wow. And then bite. Wow. No, I don't think any of those hit you, do you? 16.
Well, the first one I think hits because it's a 16.
Oh, it does? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's 3 bludgeoning now.
Okay.
It is Cathro's turn. Cathro sees what's going on with you. And he's like, not on my watch. And he's going to go down there and he's going to start trying to swing at one of those. So it's going to go with this. That definitely hits. That's 26 damage on that guy. That's 26. And then he's going to try to swing at it again to see if he can't just straight up kill it. And it is straight up dead. Oh, no, it's not. It's 1 away. Ah, no. He has the feat, so I can re-roll it. Yeah, he kills it. I forgot he took that feat. Right, Insira, it's your turn. You can see only 2 of the weird jellyfishy octopods exist.
Okay. Let me check something real quick. Okay.
Yep, you can get that one down there. Yep.
Okay, if you could move it down there for me, please.
Let's move this dead body out of the way. Yep, and go for it.
The big booper does not care about your corpses.
It floats. Oh, that misses, I'm afraid.
That's okay. 2 Eldritch Blasts at it.
Go for it. So the 14 does hit, the 10 doesn't. So roll me damage, please. That's 6 damage. Right. Anything else you would like to do, or are you good?
I'm good.
Okie dokie. So it is Hera's turn. I'm going to roll her d8. See if she can act. She can act, because it was a 4. So she's going to move over, and she's going to try and kill that one there that's bothering her. So 23 does in fact hit. That's 11. And she's going to swing for it again with dreadful strikes to see if she can't kill it with the last bit of damage. Let's go. 25. And yep, she manages to kill that one. It is dead. Nirastine, it is your turn. Roll me a d8. You cannot do anything this turn. It's Hoot's turn. Hoot's gonna try to shoot that last one. 21 definitely hits it. 17 damage. And then he's gonna try and sharpshooter it one last time to see if he can't get the kill. Nope, misses completely. So Sam, it is your turn. I would like you to make me a wisdom save though.
Of course. Okay, so I'm gonna click my token real quick just to make sure, and then wisdom save.
DC 13. So you are maddened. I would like you to now roll me a d8, and we will decide if you can actually act this turn. Even number you can act, odd number you can't. That's an even number, so you can act.
Oh, okay, so I can go ahead and hit this thing.
Yeah, you can. Go for it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do what I did before, and I'm just gonna use reckless attack.
Go for it. So the first one at advantage.
Yep.
That crits. Roll damage. Crit city today, and that is the 12 would have been enough to kill it. The rest was just insult to injury. So you have now completed this fight. Those of you who are maddened, it now wears off because of it being more than a minute. So I'm gonna take all the little Madden symbols off everybody. And let me take the Madden symbol off of Devon. Devon, roll me a con save, please.
Absolutely. Almost opened up my old sheet.
You are fine, but you do feel a strange sensation in your stomach. You kind of like when you've eaten something bad and you feel like, oh man, I need to go to the restroom at any point. But I'm
You
not
guys,
quite sure when.
you guys mind if I go puke?
Not
Not quite.
It's like you gotta poop, my boy.
You guys mind if I go shit?
And Sierra's gonna be like, could you wait till after the battle?
No.
I don't know if now's really the time for that. Yeah, like we're kind of in the middle of something here. That's also disgusting. Just saying.
For some reason, I thought it was actually done.
Even though madness has worn off, I'm still kind of muttering to myself.
Roll me a
Wait,
stealth.
are we-
Roll me a stealth check.
Oh, we're allowed to move freely again.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, because the battle is over.
Okay, I knew we had the two up there, and I heard the battle music still. So I'm like, are we moving?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that's why I thought. That's why I thought it was cool.
No,
Yeah.
it is cool that I said the battle was over and the turn tracker disappeared. Hera
Oh.
Hera has high enough passive perception that she can definitely still see that you're muttering, and she'll place a hand gently on your shoulder, Nerestine, and go, "Hey, you're right there."
Slaps her really hard.
Stabs her.
Yeah,
Like,
right in the
I
back.
was the boss all along. They just keep making me see things I don't want to see.
I think it's like some kind of effect that they have. They're definitely tricky ways of getting into your mind and showing you things you don't want to know, or more accurately, don't want to remember.
It happened the first time that when we first encountered them too, and it only seems to be getting worse when we encounter them.
I can agree on that. As you say that, Hoot kind of just flies his way over. You would all notice at this point that as he flies, every now and then some of his feathers just fall off. Well, that was productive. We managed to actually work well as a team to get rid of some of those at the start. I mean, kind of was fumbled a little bit near the end, but well, you know, these things happen from time to time.
Isn't it totally his fault?
Yeah, but he doesn't realize that. Because he thought that Nerestine was telling him it was fine to come over. So he went over and they just saw him, and that's when they went crazy. So he doesn't really understand.
Isn't he like, well, you told me it was clear.
He is a bit confused about it, but hey.
Why did you lie to me like that?
Well, no, because he thought she just said to come over. So he thought, hey, that she wanted him to come over to
You
help
two
her
really
and
need to
sort
have
out.
better situational awareness before you give me orders like that.
But then Hoot, ruffling his feathers as some more fall off into the wind, will say, well, I guess we now have a decision of where we're going to go from here.
Well, okay. I feel like I really do need to take care of business, though.
Roll me another con save. You fail. So, what happens, Devon, is you get this sound come right out of the pit of your stomach. Like this real gross, your intestines are really working their way through something.
You hear that,
Kara?
Kara? You hear that, Kara? That's alimony payments on the way.
Everyone can hear it. And then what happens is...
I must have ate something funny.
Oh no, Devon, you're actually in a lot of pain, so you're not quipping right now.
And Sierra's kind of backing away.
What happens then is your stomach kind of inflates a moment. Like, imagine...
No, not inflation porn.
Imagine suddenly growing to full-term pregnancy in a matter of
He can
seconds.
inflate himself, just like a balloon.
So what happens is it grows. Your stomach grows and bulges out in a horrifically painful and grotesque manner. And then, from your stomach, kind of like a weird kind of ectoplasmy fluid pulls itself out of your stomach. And a void spawn infant, the creatures that you've been seeing, just plops into existence right in front of you. So I'm just going to drag one on.
Kill it! Kill it! Kill it!
So, yeah.
I feel no attachment to my child!
This thing has just forced its way out of your body. And
Is he conscious enough to immediately attack?
yeah. I would say that you would be conscious enough to immediately attack this thing. But
I don't like that at all!
But you know what you gotta do, Devon, because it's still a void spawn infant. Roll me that wisdom save.
Okay.
To see if you're driven mad by the creature that came out of your stomach. You pass. So if you want to attack it, attack it.
He has never been more resolute that something has to fucking die than right now.
You get an attack on it. You get an attack on it. So make your attack.
He's like, and he sees something in his head, and he doesn't really understand, and all of a sudden, out of his pouch, something flies up and slams into the gun, and all of a sudden, scroll down.
You miss.
Great!
So, and then what happens is the moment you try to make an attack against it, it rushes its way away off screen.
That's very far.
Yeah.
That's very quick. That's cheating.
I mean, you didn't roll for a battle, so, you know.
Oh.
Copy, delete. Yeah, so all of you would have just noticed that Yuxpa looked like he went through pregnancy in about 6 seconds. And then a gooey ectoplasmic creature in the shape of the void spawn infants that you've been fighting rushes itself away off the edge after coming out of Yuxpa's stomach, which now seems to slowly return to its normal size.
I feel like my organs got rearranged.
So the baby is running away?
Yeah, it ran away off that way.
And Sarah's gonna look at, yeah, do you maybe want to go collect your whatever it is?
Who looks at Yak and goes, I think that was quite possibly the most vile thing I've ever seen in my life.
I've never been more sure that I needed to end something's life than right now.
You see that Hera is kind of physically holding her hand over her mouth, is like, ugh, like retching.
Don't, Hera. Hera, no, you'll get in Sarah throwing up.
How is
I am
Eurocene reacting?
absolutely fascinated by how you would have sold that to me if fucking Seymour got impregnated.
It would have been the same thing.
Who, by the way, apparently, because I forgot, has just been bathing in that the whole time.
He was watching. He's just watching.
Yeah. And Alexander's way back there, too.
Yeah, Alexander would have been kept up with you guys, just keeping an eye on you and making notes about everything that you do.
How's that process look from a crab? You tell me that.
How do crabs get pregnant?
I don't. That's also a good question.
Fucking go Google it. Nerastine, I noticed you recoiled quite a
Very
lot.
scared to do the fucking crabs.
How did you react to what just happened?
Another day on the job.
Another bitch knocked up.
Narastine's also like, I have to kill it before the child support starts.
Yeah, basically. Nerastine is so
What, blase?
no.
Unimpressed?
Their mind is such a torrent of thoughts, and it's just so confused as to what is going on at the moment because of just suffering from madness and then seeing that, like, they just backed away.
So there you go, fans. You had Mpreg Yak and Inflation Yak.
I was just thinking, like, because this episode's probably going to be shorter because we started early or late, and you probably won't get to whatever the title you wanted was, and now it just has to be inflation / Mpreg.
No, it's not gonna be that. The title will still work.
Episode 29. All tags are precious.
All tags are precious. So Nerastine's just horrified and doesn't understand what the fuck just happened, essentially.
But she knows she's responsible.
No, you're responsible.
You pushed me in.
Yeah, because you were making jokes about fucking cum puddles. So you
She
got
doesn't
pushed
know
into
that's what it
it.
was. I just thought it was a nice little liquid that made everybody's life happier.
I mean,
Knowing full well that that's not the case.
yeah,
You didn't know that.
Yeah, he did.
you kind of do know that there was something gross going on with it. You didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't. None of your characters had worked out that it was fucking monster semen, but you
Exactly.
all realized it was something gross.
You knew that there was a negative
Effect.
aura about it.
But hey,
He'd been in it multiple times and nothing bad had happened.
that's true. He did. He had been in it multiple times and nothing bad happened.
Yeah.
True.
The thing is, Nerastine, Hera, and Hoot had told the entire team that there was something bad about it. And, he was
therefore, upon realizing that there was something bad about it, you pushed him into it.
after you were making jokes about just
Which
stepping
is a
into
bad
it.
reason to get someone pregnant, Kara.
You suffer your own effect.
Listen, if
You caused the effect.
listen, you should have.
No.
taken
You
the plan
did
B.
cause the infect,
You should have.
Kara.
I did not.
You should have took
Yes,
the
you
plan
did.
B. You just should have took the plan B.
You should have taken the plan B before you pushed
No.
him into the puddle.
No, I'm saying you should have taken the plan B, Jackson.
You should have put it in his mouth before you pushed him into the puddle.
You fucking whore. Right, okay, so...
Look, I'm gonna say, don't start none, won't be none. Had you not started it, none of this would have happened.
So, you saw the...
That's such a shitty. That's just.
Like, is that void spawn gonna become like a humanoid thing and go to Yak and be
I
like,
hope so. I literally hope it.
no,
I literally
mommy?
hope it's fucking like
Bang! Bang!
like
bang!
xenomorph shit.
Bang!
Same thing. Pull my double trigger.
You saw it rush off this way. You now have a discussion of where you want to go. But...
Wandering through. What color are these things? Oh, quick.
So,
What's
okay,
their pigment?
Right, okay, so... The ones that you normally have been coming up across have been a disgusting fleshy tone. So,
Okay.
like, imagine this.
Is this one like? Is this one like slightly purpler? There's like some hair at the top.
So imagine that, but like just flesh colored, like just
Mhm.
gross ball sacky flesh colored. The one that
That's my son you're talking about.
the one that came out of you was literally like it was made of ectoplasm goo. It was like blue gooey liquid taken form. Have you ever seen a
I hope
slime?
that yeah.
Have you ever seen a slime monster girl, Devon? I know you have. I've seen
Oh,
the
yeah.
tags. I know you have. It's just like that, but in that form.
I hope it had a purple hue.
It had like a bluey purple hue.
Good.
And it's legged it off that way.
It's floated off that way.
It swam in the air off that
There
way.
was no legging involved.
Little legging. So yeah, sure enough, it's went off that way. You know for a fact that there's a direction over here, and there appears to be a direction over here. But what way do you want to go, boys and girls?
Do we want to
In the
see what this
direction of-
giant ginger root is?
That's a good question. Do you want to go and see what the weird stalactite, stalagmite thing is?
I'm
ask
very
to
nervous.
Stunning silence.
Yeah.
I'm very nervous to Google what the term for murdering your son is.
Murder.
Yeah.
Which way is progress? Which way is progress?
That's the question. So you know that the monster, the baby ran that way.
It ran that way. I am kind of thinking we should probably go that way and
You know
follow it.
there's a way this way, and you know there's a way this way.
Called
And
filicide?
you know that Nerastine has mentioned should
Is
we
it
check out
filicide? Is that
the
it?
weird
Yeah, I think so.
rock.
My logic right now is that it ran off that way, which is probably towards whatever is calling it, which means progression was probably be in the direction it went.
It's the question of
Oh, yeah,
who you want to just leg after it, is what I'd say.
Well, of all the directions it could pick, it would
Well,
probably pick the one that meant the most to it.
That has the most credence behind the path we take, whereas the other two, we don't have any sort of leeway as to where those
Yeah.
paths go.
That's fair. That's incredibly fair.
So I think we should go this way.
Okay. Everybody in favor of going that way, or are
Sure,
you...
whatever
It's
the
the
group
up path,
wants.
right?
So yeah, that's the way it went that way.
Yeah. It only makes sense that it would go towards its master.
Okay.
I mean, not necessarily.
Or, well,
Not-
maybe not necessarily its master, but it would go towards. It would go towards where like they're trying to go gather or something like that. It wouldn't just run in a direction for no reason.
Mayhaps.
I mean,
yeah.
when we've seen, for the most part, they tend to run to crystals.
Mm-hmm.
They
yeah.
tend to run to
Yeah.
other allies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily run. They've never, as far as we can see, have just run.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of the logic of a newborn would probably have some instinct to return to whatever,
We know
as opposed to ones that have been alive for a while and are like have more of an idea of what they're doing.
we do know that in one occasion they kind of, not that, but the other ones moved back to allow the big hulking creature to come through. So we
This is
do
the
have that.
shittiest form of radar I've ever come across.
Well, I mean, if the rock is north and the creature went north,
Mhm.
let's go north.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Next time I need a compass, hopefully I don't need to birth something to get it.
Yeah, fingers crossed you won't need to do that again. But I'm just moving you to move you guys. You don't actually have to be this close. Seymour's like, I have a brother now.
I have a fleshy brother.
I have a fleshy monster girl goo brother.
Oh God.
Right. So, just for sake of moving forward, are we just straight up legging it after that thing, or are we gonna try to look at the rock? Are we gonna try to take our time to recatch our breath? Just so I know.
Do people think we need to rest for a minute?
I mean, I'm good to go.
You're good to go.
Well, of course you are. You're not getting hit by things.
Because I was being smart a little bit.
So we've got basically Caitlin saying she's good to go. Nerestine, are you good to go? Or are you gonna?
Yeah,
hang
I'm
back?
good to go.
Okay.
You know, I wouldn't use hit dice so that I wouldn't because like I do get the barrier back on a short rest, but I don't know if we want to do that right now.
Because remember, a short rest is 30 minutes, so you'd have to hang around
Yeah.
for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Sam, are you good to just head on forward, or do you want to hang back and get a short rest?
I kind of want to move forward,
Okay.
actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
no
let's
problem.
move.
Yeah.
So let me just copy and paste you all, so that I can change to the next map. Come up on this side. Wonderful. Have I moved you so that you can actually see? Yes, I have. Wonderful. So, in pursuit of Yaxper's runaway child, you enter this area here. This is everyone, isn't it? Yes, that is everyone. So you have traveled deeper into the mine. You have noticed that as you've gotten down here, you've felt that the area has become misty. You can't really see the bottom of your feet touching the ground anymore. The further you have went in, it has gotten just strangely mist covered. I did try, yeah. Just imagine like
Yeah, we stepped onto a set from Evolution.
imagine this mist effect up here, but across the entire ground. I couldn't actually put that in across the entire ground because it made the map too big in terms of file size to put up. But just imagine that mist effect across the entire ground.
Okay.
You would notice, however, most definitely, anyone with a passive perception above 14 would notice that there is a bit of a weird thing going on
Yeah.
up here. So, what those of you with a passive
Oh, I see. I see.
Do
Yeah.
you see? Do you have over 14, young man?
Can you see? Can you see?
No, I'm genuinely curious. Do you have over 14?
Do you
I don't
have
know what your
14?
passive perception is.
perception?
I have 13.
Then you don't
So
see.
You don't see. So what? Anyone that doesn't have a passive perception, you can roll a perception. You need to get above 14 to be able to see what's going on properly because of the mist. So anyone who doesn't have a passive perception good enough to see, please feel free to roll a perception. So you do in fact see. Wilk and Won't do not see.
That's fine.
So those of you that do see, what you see is a kind of exactly as it looks like, an arrow formation of these dudes standing in front of a ritual altar made of bone in the middle of that gooey liquid that Yaxper got pregnant in. And at the center, right next to where the ritual altar is, hey, you remember these guys? You remember these guys? The Kraken beasts.
Yeah.
They,
I want to wear their helmet.
They all seem to chant in a strange language. Does anyone here know the language deep speech?
No.
No? Carl?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. If anyone does know, let me know and I'll tell you what they're saying. For those of you who don't understand it, all you hear is like strange, harsh syllables with dripping, wet vowel sounds coming from all of the individuals in the strange pool of liquid, being led up mainly by our Kraken priest friend. They seem to be anointing themselves with the liquid in some kind of ritualistic prayer and are offering prayers physically towards this rock-like crystalline formation. You do not see Yaxper's love child.
We have to find little Jackie and kill him.
Yak Jr. needs to die. But
I want someone to call him out on that.
But yeah, you see that event going on up there. Apart from Sam doesn't see that event going on up there.
Can't say shit.
He's playing with the flatworms.
He's playing with a mist. He's like,
It's just a bunch of those apes.
and I'm actually almost gonna cut it off there, but because we did start late, and it is getting a bit on.
Yeah,
But
I do apologize for that.
It's all good, honey.
It's alright, it happens. But
it's okay. The taxes attacked you.
But what does happen is, as you watch what's going on, you seem to notice that the crystalline formation starts to crack. And
Oh,
Oh,
not
God.
those fuckers.
yep, and sure enough, bursting forth from the crystalline formation is one of
Oh.
these fuckers. And
Fuzzy crab gorilla.
Fuzzy crab gorilla, in fact, is exactly what it is. So,
And our health sucks.
and that's where we're gonna stop it for there.
All right. Well, we finally made it to the party wipe, everyone.
This
Yep.
isn't the party wipe.
That's the next part.
That's the next room. The next room's the party wipe.
I mean, that's probably true, but we're gonna be going into this in a much worse position than we will be with that one.
This is going to be the harder fight because of the position that you're going into. So first and foremost, sorry for a bit of a shorter one, but obviously we did start a little bit later. I am aware of the time. And actually, you guys moved pretty quickly through this one today. You got through that kind of mini horde fight a lot quicker than I thought you would. It did help that you did a bunch of crits and shit.
Yeah.
But, I am going to stop there, just for the sake of I don't want it to get too late. And next time when we pick off, we'll go into the sub-boss, where you've got some little guys to fight, a Kraken Priest to fight, and a star-spawned, well, in my world, void-spawned Hulk to fight. Yeah!
Yay!
Yeah!
You guys
Operation Kill Jackie!
Operation Post-Abortion, let's go.
Yay!
Yeah.
I already made a coat hanger joke, so it's not as funny now.
Yeah, I guess.